Claret TV talking to Chelmsford City's new signing, Christian Frimpong. Christian, first of all, how does it feel to be a Claret?
It feels amazing. I've just been here a couple of times and the atmosphere is really, really good with the boys as well. Fitting straight in, which has been brilliant.
Yeah, so coming into the Vanarama National League South, obviously it's a league that you've played in before with Billericay Town. So what do you know about the league and sort of the competition level?
Yeah, I've been playing with Braintree. My first season I think we got promoted under Bradley Quinton, and yeah, it was a tough. It is a tough league, physical. So if you're not going to be a team where you can't get that physicality, you might be a bit bullied, but technical as well. The league's very, very hard. So yeah, me coming to Chelmsford, give my best as I can in the middle of the pitch, and to go from here.
Yeah, and obviously we mentioned Braintree there, so you've been part of a successful dressing room that was at the top end of the league and obviously won promotion to the National League at the end of that season. What, in your opinion, does it take to be a successful dressing room and sort of, obviously with where we are in the table now, to sort of push up from where we are and move up to that other end of the table?
I think it takes everything, including players, management, even the back room, everything. So for the back room to be good, that transforms it onto the pitch. And then team morale as well needs to be really good. So it takes everything, and it takes passion as well. Like, you go on the pitch, you want to win, and not go here thinking just the point we're doing. Nah, you want to win. That's what it takes.
Yeah, and then a couple of injury issues obviously this season afterwards, which has sort of hindered a little bit of your time in the National League. How are those now, and have you been able to sort of move past those issues that you had then? Yeah,
I did. I had an ACL injury when we got promoted into the National League, and then but unfortunately I had a couple of governing bodies like the PFA. They supported me mentally as well, which was excellent from them, and that got me back after a year. And when I got back in the game, training well and playing well, and then recently played with Sudbury and got them to got us to FA Cup first round.
Yes, and you mentioned that time at AFC Sudbury there. You were also at Lewes for a period with a stint back at Braintree in between. How did you find those experiences at different levels, lower levels, and what were you able to take out of them?
It was even more physical down there, because you have to be more aggressive down those levels. But yeah, it's always good. At Lewes, the manager called me up and went there and tried a relegation battle and then try and get out of it, and we did. But unfortunately, obviously COVID hit, so the season was voided. But they were safe. We were safe. And at Sudbury, yeah, it was brilliant. Sudbury, it was very, very physical, challenging as well, mentally, physically, and technically. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, and then since coming here, obviously you've had a couple of training sessions with the boys already. What have you made of the team and your new teammates?
Yeah, I enjoyed them. Yeah, they were really good. I know a couple of the boys here already. Since training with them, they look technically sharp. They look fit. Just unfortunate about the result. I've watched a couple of the games, just where it hasn't really been there. But hopefully, I might be the push that this team needs.
And the coaching staff as well. Have you spoken to Robbie and Mickey and people like that as ahead of agreeing terms with us?
Yeah, I did speak to them. They are amazing people. Really nice chat with both all the management team, and they've been comfortable to talk with. Anything I need, I just go to them and they'll sort that out for me.
Excellent. And then sort of for the Chelmsford City supporters, obviously we had a chat before and you said you played there a couple of times with Braintree, but for the Chelmsford supporters who might not have seen you play, what can you tell them about your game, and what would your message be to them as well, and now that you've come and signed here?
Yeah, every time I play they're always loud, and that's obviously always want to hear from fans, loud and supportive, so you know they're there to help you when you need it. And what I want to tell them that is, when I come in, I'm just going to be ruthless in the middle, absolutely ruthless, like a monster. That's what I'm going to bring. Nothing too fancy, just going to be ruthless, and hopefully that's what they want, that's what they'll get.
Nice one. And then we move on to Billericay on Saturday, just finally, that's our next game. What are your thoughts ahead of that one? Obviously they're at the bottom of the table, and it's an Essex derby at the end of the day. I'm sure you'd have played there when you were with Braintree, but yeah, what are your thoughts ahead of that one?
Yeah, Derby, you can't go into Derby thinking, oh, you've got to go in to want to win the game, because it's an absolute massive bragging right for the fans. So you've got to do this for the fans. So that's what we are hoping we'll achieve.
Thanks, Christian, and welcome to Chelmsford.
Thank you, mate.